problem when somebody says marketing doesn't work for me, or I can't do that every week. I can kind of feel some of you thinking, well, I can't spend that much on marketing. I'm not going to be able to do that. That's not real for my business. I can sort of feel it coming off you. So most people, when the main problem is the inconsistency, and you want to get to a point where you're sending out marketing, promo and marketing every single solitary week, so that you're creating this momentum. Like if I closed Postcard Mania today, we'd still be getting in leads for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It'd still be going to our website because there's such a momentum built up there. And that brings me to response rate. Now, how many people have thought to themselves, I wonder what my response rate is going to be? Or they've asked a vendor that they're going to buy something from, what will my response rate be? Has anybody asked that? Is that something you'd want to know? Well, I kind of hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's really the wrong question. What you want to figure out is what is the return on your marketing investment going to be? How much do you need to spend in order to bring in what you want to spend and what works for your industry? It's different for different industries. If you're selling a product that's $2,000, $3,000, you need a much lower response rate than somebody selling something for $49.95, right? So it's not really response rate that you're looking for. You want to figure out the formula of how do I find out what my product costs, what is my profit margin on each one that I sell or service, how many of those do I need to sell in order to make the money that I want to make, and how much marketing or how many postcards or how much outflow do I have to engage in order to bring in the number of leads that I need to close, depending if your close percent is 20% or 40% of all the leads that you get, so you can figure out how much am I willing to spend? How much should I be spending? Does that make sense? So we have this link will take you to a way to figure out that process for yourself on a website. It's an online calculator to help you figure out the lifetime value of a customer is. That's another thing that you want to take into consideration. Because if you get a customer in that spends maybe $500 the first time they buy from you, but over the course of time, they spend thousands upon thousands of dollars, you also have to look at that number as what you're getting in from that customer. Is there anybody here who calculates the lifetime value already? What is the lifetime value of a customer for you in your business? That's excellent that you know that. So she knows that $9,000, every customer on average will spend $9,000 with her. And how much do they spend the first time they do business with you? They spend $1,500 the first time they do business with her. So when she's looking at what she needs to get back from her marketing, her return on investment, she needs to look at how many clients does she need to make that 9,000 times that many people, even though it's over the course of time. How many years does it take, generally, do you know? About 5 years. Okay, what kind of business are you in? Okay, this is a dental practice. So that's really good to know, and I've heard very varying answers from different dentists, so very interesting.